ESRI User Conference.
Yeah.
What is it all about?
The largest annual gathering of geospatial professionals, share ideas, showcase innovations, and also explore how location intelligence can be used to address real-world challenges.
Let's talk about how beneficial the ESRI User Conference is going to be.
It is important because it affects you in ways that are not readily apparent to you. So the example of agriculture, our food security, the decision for farmers to be able to understand where to even plant what is also informed by GIS.
Yeah, I told you that some big conference is coming up in September. Yeah. And it's happening from 5th to 16th September. Happening at the Mervyn Peak Ambassador Hotel in Accra, bringing together government leaders, industry experts, researchers, and innovators from across West Africa to discuss how to use technology to navigate various locations with ease. And I have Samuel Elizoe. He's a business development and marketing lead, and then Gerald Kwesi Bimpom, account manager for Sambus Geospatial Limited. They are the organizers of ESRI User Conference West Africa 2026. Let me say good afternoon to them. Good afternoon, sirs.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I hope you're doing well.
Yes.
Anita, I can't hear them. Come check the microphone for me. Okay. All right. So this is Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z. And in a moment, we're talking a bit of location intelligence. We're talking a bit of geographic information systems.
Microbial properties.
Okay. We're talking all that. Hello, let me hear your voice again.
Hi.
Okay. I think your voices are low. All right. Who is Samuel Elizoe?
I am.
Okay, you are, and I can hear you. I can hear you. And then Gerald is that's Gerald. That's Gerald. All right. So let's talk about Sambus Geospatial Limited. What do you do? Let me start with you, Samuel.
Okay. Thank you very much, and good afternoon to you and to your cherished. Sambus Geospatial is one of West Africa's leading geospatial technology companies. We've been in business for over 3 decades in the sector. We have supported government agencies, private businesses, educational institutions to help them utilize location data to make better decisions. We operate in 6 countries.
Okay.
Ghana, Gambia, Gabon,
Oh, wow.
Liberia, Nigeria, and Sierra Leone. We are headquartered in Ghana here, but we have 2 offices in Nigeria, one in Lagos and Abuja as well. We are the authorized distributors for ESRI's ArcGIS software. That's what we are popularly known for, but we are also in collaboration or partnered with some industry giants as well. That includes Trimble.
Yep.
They manufacture the Trimble GPS devices as well as survey devices.
Yep.
Wingtra, they manufacture the Wingtra drones as well. And then finally, NV5 Geospatial. They manufacture the MV suite of softwares. For our solution offerings, we cover end-to-end geospatial intelligence solutions, and so that includes data collection solutions, for example, maybe drone mapping. We also carry out spatial analytics, database management, enterprise GIS, capacity building as well, just to name a few.
All right. So that's Sambus Geospatial Limited. Yeah. And you're also the organizers of the ESRI User Conference West Africa.
Yeah.
And it's returning to Accra after its debut in 2005.
Yeah. Actually, it debuted in 2024 in Abuja. And then it went to Lagos. That was last year. And it's coming home here in Accra.
Coming home. I like that. Coming home.
Yeah.
So what is it all about, this ESRI User Conference?
Yeah, so the ESRI User Conference is the largest annual gathering of geospatial professionals. It brings together...
No, you explain geospatial.
Oh, yeah.
You can't just go away like that.
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
We'll get to it, definitely. We'll get to it. Yeah, so it's the largest annual gathering of geospatial professionals. It brings together government leaders, policymakers, and development partners to share ideas, showcase innovations and also explore how location intelligence can be used to address real-world challenges.
Yeah.
And so this year's conference, like you mentioned earlier, is taking place here in Accra from the 15th to the 16th of September 2026 at the Mövenpick Ambassador Hotel. The theme for this year's conference is connecting data, creating value, building West Africa's geo ecosystem. So that is the theme for this year. And so the conference is basically designed to inspire collaboration, knowledge sharing, and also to demonstrate how geospatial technology can be valuable in national and regional development.
I don't want our listeners to get lost in this
Sorry.
conversation. So, Gerard, are you going to explain what geospatial
I'll talk
is?
about that.
Let's talk about that.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, so I'll break it down. So that word geospatial is an amalgamation of two words, right? Geo and spatial.
Okay.
Geo referring to the earth where we find ourselves.
Okay.
And spatial referring to space.
All right.
So any space on the earth is essentially referring to any location on the earth. That's what we talk about geospatial.
Okay.
More specifically, GIS. I think you also you also heard
and
about
GIS, Geographic Information Systems. What is
exactly.
that?
Right. So GIS is like Geographic Information Systems. Think of it, to the layman, think of it as Google Maps, but with an added layer of intelligence, right?
Okay.
We all interact with Google Maps in one way or the other. If you're picking your Uber from one place to the other, the map you're looking on is running on Google Maps. GIS is similar in that regard, right? But it is more than just that. If, for example, government wanted to set up hospitals somewhere, right? Something has to inform the decision on where that hospital will be situated. And GIS enables you to combine the different factors you would consider before you site that hospital. If, for example, emergency services wanted to understand where would be the fastest route to respond to an emergency situation, GIS helps you optimize that route and then get to those that need the help that they need. Again, we experienced flooding here in Accra recently, right?
Yeah.
But GIS would be able to allow the relevant agencies to forecast and see exactly where those areas that are prone to flooding would be. You can simulate to the degree to which these areas will be affected. And so that is what GIS is all about. And those are the kind of things that GIS supports in our day-to-day lives.
Okay, and let's talk about how beneficial the ESRI user conference is going to be to us as Ghanaians. Let me go to you, Samuel.
Okay, so I mean, I'll take that, Kwame. So to the everyday Ghanaian, right, it is important because it affects you in ways that are not readily apparent to you. If, for example, today we see that development is springing out towards the outskirts of Accra, right? And so utility services will have to hit those who are deciding to build in those areas, right? So the decision to expand the network is informed by GIS. And so that is how direct or indirect in this case, that's the kind of impact that GIS has in your day-to-day life, right? For both electricity utilities and then water utilities, right? How they expand the network is informed by GIS, right? And then when you take also the example of agriculture, our food security, the decision for farmers to be able to understand where to even plant what is also informed by GIS. So when you walk out to your local grocery shop to buy your ingredients, you may not even think about GIS having an impact. But the fact that you have that vegetable here, GIS is informing the farmer that planted that where they even had to plant that in order for it to mature and get you their groceries.
And how do you determine that? Is there a technological system that is available to me, an ordinary Kwame Dazi, to use to determine that?
Yes, that is indeed, and that is what we refer to as the GIS, right? That is the Geographic Information System. It comes in different variants, right? But we are, for us, primarily the GIS platform that we champion is known as ArcGIS, right? And that is available to you for you to use to perform some of these things depending on exactly what it is you want to do.
Okay.
So for the farmer, for example, with GIS, you can, if this is a commercial farmer, has about 100 acres, right? Before he decides to, let's say he grows maize. before he decides to grow his maize, he would assess the land, right, to see, okay, which of the areas are doing well and would be able to even support that specific crop maize in this instance.
Okay.
That process is modeled within the GIS environment to inform that decision on where he would grow the maize. Yeah.
So is that what you term location intelligence?
Exactly. That is spot on, right? The intelligence derived from that location where you would plant it in this farmer's
So
place. Yeah.
the geographic information system
yes,
would give you location intelligence.
thank you very much. You have summed it up perfectly.
All right. Because this show is for tourism, culture, and creative art,
Okay.
I want to ask a question related to tourism and art.
Sure. Please go
So, how can geospatial technology help identify or maybe develop tourism destinations across this country? For example, sometimes there are even tourist sites that are not known to everybody. Yeah. How do you use GIS to maybe let us know more of these areas that are heading to a lot of people?
It's a brilliant question, right? And so if you pick the Ghana Tourism Agency, for example, they could embark on a campaign to map out all of these sites and then embed it on their website for people to even know where these ones are. So there are products that you can use, like story maps, for example, to create an interactive and immersive experience for users to even see where these tourist sites are, and then embed photographs, videos, walk-through videos, and everything. But all of this is tied to one thing, the location of where all of these sites are. So you could even have something like, I'd call it, and this is me improvising, right? So I'd call it the Ghana Heritage Locator, right?
Oh, okay.
Ghana Heritage Locator. So all, depending on, especially for those of us, those in the diaspora who would want to visit Ghana at one point in time, they can access this locator and then get a first-hand experience, immersive experience of all of these places before they even touch down into Ghana and then get this. And all of this is supported by GIS.
All right.
Yeah.
And for maybe filmmakers, event organizers, or maybe museums and galleries in the creative industry, how can we use GIS or spatial technology to even understand audiences in this space better for smarter business decisions?
Okay, so
Sammy, are you taking this?
so I don't mind.
Well, okay.
All right, you can chip in. You can chip in at any point,
in.
right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, you would want to, assuming you are embarking on a marketing campaign, right? So say you're not having as many people troop in as you would normally do on a day-to-day basis as you're operating, right? You would want to understand where your existing clients are even coming from, right? And based on even the demographics of those clients, you can use that information represented on a map to even see where our customers, our regular customers or regular visitors coming from. What are the attributes that they share amongst themselves? And where else do we have people of similar nature sharing those attributes? Right? Once you query the system that way, you'd be able to even determine, okay, if we were to embark on a marketing campaign targeted at this specific location, it could be an activation, it could be a floater, you could do at this specific location to attract others who are over there to come in and then patronize your services. That is a way you can be able to do it. Yes.
So how do we get to be part of ESRI User Conference West Africa 2026? Sammy?
Yes, so to be part of the conference, you can follow us on our social media, Sambus Geospatial. We have a link there that you can click on and just follow the prompts to register. It comes at a fee, a small fee of 1,040 Ghana cedi for you to register.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just that?
Yeah, just that. And then you have full access to the conference.
So who qualifies to attend? Anybody who registers automatically?
Yes. Anyone who registers qualifies. Yes, definitely.
Okay. And when is it happening again and where?
It's happening from the 15th to the 16th of September.
15th to 16th. Okay,
yes.
15th. Yeah. to 16th.
Yeah,
The
it's a 2-day.
16th. So it's a 2-day
event.
conference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel here
All
in
right.
Accra.
Yeah.
All right. We should be there, especially people in the creative industry. If you're listening,
By all means.
our people should be there as well
all means.
to take
By all
advantage of this one. Thank you so much, Samuel Elizoe. He's business development and marketing lead, and then Gerald Kwesibimpon, account manager for Sambus Geospatial Limited. And they are the organizers of ESRI User Conference West Africa 2026. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
See you on 15th and 16th September.